Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Friday. Y'all, today we are going to play with some new products that we have on our website. These are some fun new products from Tim Holtz. And we got some fun stuff, okay? And we're going to use these items to make some Easter eggs for Easter. And then we've also got these paper mache eggs we're going to be using, and these are what we're going to use for our eggs. Duh, that was dumb. Anyways, so this will be fun. I've got some fun new products I want to show you. We're going to make some cute little robin's eggs with a little gold leaf, a little speckle. I think it's going to be really cute. So when you hop on, say hey, let me know you're watching. I hope you're having a great day. I know everybody across lots of states are getting ready for this storm that's getting ready to hit. I don't know when it's hitting everywhere. It's not supposed to hit us until tomorrow afternoon. But I'm thinking of everyone, and I pray that everyone is safe during this storm and warm as well. Hey, Aletta. Hi, Danae. Hey, Carol. Hi, Jezelyn. Hey, Lori. Hey, Joy. Hello, Jackie. Andrew has been busy getting everything ready around here just in case we lose power. And so he got the Jeep, making sure that the Jeep was running and everything so we can get out. And got the generator started, make sure it's running. He got stuff for our grill, and just kind of charging all the batteries and doing all the different things to make sure that if we lose power, we're covered. So who knows? Who knows? They're saying our area is going to get mostly snow, but we might get a little bit of sleet. So I hope that there won't be any power outages, but you just never know. You just never know. Hubby's doing the same, Teresa said. Hi, Sue. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Rhea. Hey, Gloria. Hi, Patty. Hello, Jamie. Everyone probably is doing it. I don't know about you all, but our Kroger was empty. The shelves were empty. It was like COVID. Our weather guys, I think, have scared everybody, and everyone just thinks that they're not going to be able to get out for like a week. So, hey, Donna, does your area do the same thing? I know in some areas y'all get like 24 inches of snow and it's no big deal. Here you get 8 inches of snow and it's a huge deal. And people freak out. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because people don't go to the store very often, maybe. And so I don't know. I try to figure out why all of a sudden everyone goes and everyone buys all this stuff out, you know? Same, Deborah said. Patty, you're supposed to get ice. No fun. Hey, Sally. Hey, Donna. Oh, that's no fun, Teresa. Thanks, Nancy, for celebrating. Good deal, Lori. Patty says her stores are the same. Jeslyn says Aldi was stocked except for bread, of course. Good afternoon, Tina. Hey, April. Hey, Beverly. Hi, Rhea. Hello, Sarah, over on YouTube. We are going to make some Easter eggs today using some of our new tools on our website. I hear you, Teresa. 18 inches in Maine. My goodness. Happy Friday, y'all. Andrew, I go to the store usually every 2 weeks. And I was planning to go back to the store anyways because I had used all of my ground chicken. And Andrew, we have plenty of meat. That's not the issue. But my husband has gout and he's had some flare-ups recently. And so we've been just kind of staying away from everything. And so, except for chicken. And so I needed some more chicken, and then I used up all of my spinach last night, and I wanted some more spinach. And so there were just a couple of things. So I sent Andrew to the store this morning, and he did have success in getting everything that we need. Now, granted, we did not need milk. We did not need bread. I went this past Friday and spent $350, so I should have had plenty. And so thankfully we were good. We just needed a couple of things. Yay, Terry. I can't wait to see it. All right, y'all, let me show you the new products. Let's get into it, okay? We could talk about the snowstorm for forever. But let me show you some of the new products we have. So the first one is this decal trimmer. And this is not just a regular trimmer, okay? It's a torn edge trimmer. And what that means is, can you see the edge on that trimmer? I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see the edge on that trimmer? So it's got a torn edge, not a straight edge. So when you take a piece of paper, let me find a piece to show you. When you take a piece of paper, and it's 8.5, so it'll cut an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Cuts like a dream. You get this raw, torn looking edge. How cool is that? Isn't that cool? So this is a really cool little trimmer to get that raw edge, really fun. We don't have very many of these, but they're really nice trimmers. It's got the guillotine style blade, and then it's got this little piece to hold your paper in. Okay, so we're gonna play with this a little bit today. Also, we have this one, which is a paper distressor. Okay, and this is just like a little tool, which is great if you don't want to spend the money on this. This is really fun as well. And so this has different, I think it's got different thicknesses, but it might not. And so you just take this and you just rub this on the side of your paper, and it's got this blade, and you can just kind of get this distressed edge like that. Can y'all see that? Okay, so this side has the torn edge from the paper trimmer, and then that side has the distressed edge. And you can like do as much or as little as you want with it. You can really get in there. And I don't know, it's really cool. Now this is a cardstock that I'm using to create that. Yes, let me drop the link. Just a second. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay, so this is the paper distresser right there. So it's $8.99. And it's just this cute little tool. And again, I like to say this because you never know who's watching. If you aren't on your computer where you can easily scan the QR code and you're on your phone, just do a screenshot, okay? And then go into your photos and hold down on that QR code and it'll bring up the link directly to it. Oh, really, Kimberly? So, this is really fun. I'm going to grab a piece of just regular paper. To try it on regular paper. Yes, I think you can cut thread with it as well. So it's just got like a little blade on the inside. I'm just going to cut out this little tag, this little ticket. And then let's see how it works on regular paper. You can really create an interesting look with this. So easy and so much easier than trying to use the edge of your scissors. Yay, Kimberly, I'm so glad you liked them. So that's really fun. It's a fun little tool. Okay. This is the paper distressor tool. All right. Then we have these brushes. These are the fluffier brushes, and they are fluffy. Nice and fluffy brushes, which I sometimes need. Sometimes I need something that's more on the fluffy side than like this that's not. And so these are really great, and we're going to use these today for our gold leaf, to remove the gold leaf because they're nice and fluffy. But I think you can also use these to paint with as well. You can use them to apply like embossing powders and things like that. These would be great for that too. So, and did I mention they're hot pink? How cute, right? So let me post the link for those. They're $4.99 for the set of 2 of these fluffier brushes. You do, Lori? Good. Teresa, we're in the same boat. We are in the same boat, girlfriend. We're getting hit tomorrow around lunchtime. Okay, now the one I'm most excited about that we're going to play with today is the splatter brush, okay? It is this little splatter brush. It looks like this, which is interesting. Y'all, I mean, we try and splatter or speckle things a lot with our brushes. And so I love that there's a tool specifically for it. And the way that it works is you dip the tips in and then you do this in order to splatter. And so I'm really excited to try this. We're going to be using this today on our eggs. And I can't wait to see how this does. Okay, so that's the splatter brush. It is $10.99 for the splatter brush. Isn't it cute? I think it's so cute too. Okay, and then of course we're going to be using our paper mache eggs today. This is what we're going to be painting and making cute with our new tools, okay? So we're going to be using these. These are available also on the website. They are on sale right now. Let me also put the torn edge trimmer up there, and then I'll add the paper mache eggs. Also, and I didn't mention this because we're not crafting with them today, but we have got some vintage Valentines on our website as well. They're new and they are everything. They're like 1940s vintage Valentines. You get to pick which one you want. I believe they're like $5.99, something like that. And they are incredible. They're incredible. So, and they're truly vintage, and they're available on the website as well. They are new to us, new to the website, but not new. I'm trying to find the eggs. There they are. Okay, $2.75 for the eggs. I just have to find them. They've already been added, and so is there a search? That's dumb, isn't it? Here they are. Okay. They're actually, I believe, cheaper than that. But there's the eggs. Sorry, y'all. Took me forever. Verdana, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. And we would love, love, love to have you. Yes, Teresa, it is still in stock. Hey, Teresa Clark. Okay, so let's get into it. We're gonna paint first our egg. If I can get them open. All right, so we got 4 paper mache eggs. We're gonna paint these in a robin's egg blue. I'm gonna be using Spa Blue to do that with. And I'm gonna put my gloves on. Good, Tiffany, I'm so glad you're welcome. Okay. I'm gonna put my gloves on because I'm painting eggs here and I'm liable to get it all over me. All over my hands, at least. Okay, let me put also the DIY decor box. I'm hoping, I thought it was right there. Here it is. Okay, there's the DIY decor box. Someone was asking about that, so that's the code for that. You can grab that code or take a screenshot and go and check it out. All right, so let's just get these painted and then we're gonna jazz them up. So I'm just using the color Spa Blue, which is the perfect color for a robin's egg. These paper mache eggs paint so nicely. Oh, good. Judy says she's got the decal trimmer and she loves it. So there you go. For those of you who are thinking about it, Judy says she loves it. Okay, let me try again because it could be that it's just different right now. So hang on just a second. I will. What are we doing here? Hang on. Add. Select. Bear with me, y'all. I wish there was a faster way. I wish this was faster, honestly. It's really easy. It's just not fast. Now I'm trying to type with my... Okay. Forget that. I'm getting paint all over my phone here. Verdana, if you go to the celebrationco.com and see that is, why is that still showing? If you go to the celebrationco.com, then go to subscriptions at the top and then click on, okay, good, you got it. Why does technology have to be so difficult sometimes? Oh, Carol, I mean, Griffin's already excited. He came home from school today saying, we're probably not going to go to school all next week. All the teachers were saying it. Everybody was goofy today because they all thought we wouldn't be at school for a whole week, which it probably is the truth, honestly. So, because it is going to be so cold, and so everything's just going to stick around. Nothing's going to go away. And so we're going to have lots of roads. We have lots of county roads that are, not safe for buses, especially if there's snow and stuff on them. And so, I mean, we closed the other day and I couldn't believe that we closed. No one could, honestly. And so I just can't imagine with snow being on the roads and stuff and it being as cold as it is, the salt's just not going to work as well. And I have a feeling they won't go to school all next week. Well, Teresa, the thing about it is they don't have to make up much of it because they're doing NTI days. So they've already had 5 or 6 NTI days. I know, Dana, I'm feeling that way, truthfully. We've already had 5 or 6 NTI days, and we've had 1 snow day. And so I suspect next week we will have several NTI days and a couple of snow days. That is my suspicion, but we'll see. Okay, so I am going to want to do a little bit of a second coat. Oh, good, Jody. You're prepared. Y'all, there's a ladybug on my tray here of paint. Where did he come from? Who knows? These things are everywhere right now. Okay, so let's get that second coat on there. Oh my goodness, Teresa, I believe that. I believe it. Our our emergency management guy was saying that the salt wouldn't even be working. And so that when they scrape the roads, they won't even put salt down because it's not going to work. So they're just going to scrape, which almost, in my opinion, makes it work worse. Do you know? Teresa, or Bonnie, I'm sorry, he does not. He drives to Lexington for, well, let me actually, that's not true. His office is in Lexington. He does travel for work. But if the weather is really bad, he won't. And so, I don't know. I have a feeling he won't be going anywhere next week. But who knows? Especially since the southern part and eastern parts of the state are supposed to get ice. He travels to those areas a lot. Okay. I think we're done with that. The paint color is Spa Blue. I'm sure, Bonnie. I'm sure. Driving in it doesn't bother me too bad. I kind of got used to it when I lived in Ohio. But mostly I just don't want to get out in it. Oh, really, Teresa? Okay, so these have been painted and they're ready for our next step. And so the next step, we're going to do our splatter. I am going to put on an apron for this because I don't want to take a chance on splattering it all over me. So let's try this and see how it goes. I couldn't decide if I want to do the splatter first or the gold leaf first. So we're going to go with the splatter though. I'm going to use raw umber. Okay. So I just put my raw umber right onto my plate. And we're going to take our splatter brush. And I'm just going to dip the ends. And I don't really know what I'm doing. So, you know, we're just kind of winging this. I read the directions. That's about as far as it gets. So we're playing with this together. I'm going to lay out some paper towels. And then the idea is that you do this. And it's working. And so you just peel your bristles back like that. and you get this splatter effect. It's working beautifully. Y'all, what a lifesaver this is. I haven't had to reapply any paint yet. And I kind of removed some of the paint when I put it on. I sort of dabbed it off a little bit. How perfect. Look how good that looks. Those look so good. Sally, I don't sell these aprons. I wish I did. I don't even remember where we got these aprons, but when we saw them, we were like, oh, these are perfect. I want to think it was from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not real sure. Okay, so I'm going to go in a little bit more, and I'm not even dipping right into the actual paint. I just dipped onto the part where I removed the excess. All right, I think I do need some more. Okay. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. And you're not getting your fingers filthy, because when you use a toothbrush, you take your finger, you know, and you do that and you get it all into the paint. This way, you're not getting your fingers filthy. Yeah, Tina, you're right. She embroidered them, but we bought them from, I want to say Hobby Lobby, but I could be wrong. And then she just put our logo on them. Okay. There's the second one. So perfect. I love it. So I'm finding it's best to work over top. And then just rotate it. And I've got it kind of turned like this. Okay. You know what would have been pretty that I just now thought of? I don't know why I just now thought of it. Would be to use the gold to splatter instead of the raw umber. That would have been really pretty. All right. One more. This is fun, y'all. And it gives you the perfect splatter. Okay. Here we go. So we got all 4 eggs. nicely splattered. Can y'all see that? Yeah, maybe both colors. But we're gonna do our gold leaf. Let me see if these need to be dried at all, because I don't want to spread the color around when I do the gold leaf. They're really cute already, just like that. All right. So now we are going to grab some decoupage glue. And I'm going to grab one of these brushes. Okay. These are a part of our 10-pack of brushes on our website. And then I've got some gold leaf here. This is from Amazon. The 200-piece gold leaf sheets. Okay, I'm going to pull one out. Oh my goodness, I can already tell this is going to be pretty. Okay, and we're just going to take a little bit of the glue and just do some spots. Just sort of some random little spots of glue. And then I'll just take the gold leaf, press it on. And I'm just going to kind of remove some of it. I didn't do very well right there. Okay, let's try this. So now I'm going to take my fluffier brushes and I'm just going to rub around these spots to remove the excess and to make it stick. Okay, and we just get these really organic looking spots of gold leaf. Look how cute that is. And so we'll just add some more, just here and there. And just take your gold leaf. Oops, daisies. Okay, and then just take this brush and just remove the excess. $200 million in 35 states. Isn't that crazy, Dana? The weatherman here did say that this was going to be a record-breaking storm. It is crazy to me that we all have this in common and we're all talking about it. You know, it's hitting so many people and affecting so many people. Okay, look how cute that is. With the little bits of gold leaf. Isn't that precious? Okay, let's keep going. Let's do these others. And I'm not doing a ton of decoupage glue. And I'm just sort of randomly adding it. And I'm taking some little pieces and adding those. Dana, I'm trying to think of what you are referring to. Okay. So let's just remove. These little brushes are working perfectly for this. They're the perfect amount of fluffiness. And they're just removing everything so nicely. While also like making sure that the decoupage glue is adhered, or the gold leaf is also adhered to the surface. Okay, let's do 2 more. Yes, Teresa, absolutely. That's what I was saying. Andrew has gotten the generator turned on, making sure it was running, and he went and got propane, and he went and got gas and all the things for this storm. We are charging all of our batteries. Okay, Danae, that sounds difficult. I don't know. Okay. Finding I like to just do the whole egg at once. And just remove it all at once. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more of an organic look that way. Okay. Tell you, I don't think we bought batteries though, like, you know, AA's or AAA's. I know we have some, but we don't have a bunch. Now I'm just going to try and use this last bit that I have here. But we've got a lot of like Ryobi batteries, and so Andrew's gotten all of those charging, and we have like batteries that you use to charge your phone, things like that, that like little batteries you can take on the go. We've got those, and they're charging. I've about used all of this gold leaf. Okay. That's always good, Debbie. We have gas heat as well. So, yeah, we'll be warm too. Okay. All right, there we go. So, we got our eggs done and they look adorable. Okay. I used this brush, I think, the whole time, which worked beautifully. All right, so now I want to just put our eggs in something, okay? I am Jennifer. Yeah, we're supposed to get 8 to 12 inches. We'll see. I've got a little basket down here I'm thinking about. I've got this little basket, which I think would be cute. But let's put something inside of the basket. Let me see what I have. I'd like some Excelsior, but I don't think I have any Excelsior. So we'll use some Spanish moss. Jean, we do have a generator. Yeah, we will be good. Like I'm not worried if we lose power. We'll be good. And then Andrew has a Blackstone and we have a Traeger. So we will be able to cook. You know, we can use the Traeger almost like an oven. And we can use the Blackstone. So we should be covered. All right. So we've got our little eggs in there. How cute is that? So then I was thinking, what if we did a little tag for these? Because that way we can use, because I want to use the torn edge trimmer. Okay. So let's make a little tag. I think we'll use this paper. So we'll just use this scrap piece of cardstock that I have here. All right. And I'm going to cut it 2 inches wide. Okay. Turn it that way. And then we'll cut one end off. And then we'll cut it, let's say 3 inches. So we have a little tag. Okay, and so that is how cool that torn edge trimmer is. I love that. So then we could also take this little tool, okay, and use it as well to just distress these edges a little bit further. So we've got a little bit of both worlds going on here. Okay. Can y'all see that? then my hole punch is upstairs. So let's do, maybe I don't need a hole punch. Okay, let's get our Distress ink out. What color do I want to do? Let's try Gathered Twig. Or actually, I'm going to start with Frayed Burlap. We are, Dana, we are. We're looking forward to that. Okay, so I got my Frayed Burlap. We're going to just go around the edges with that. I wanted something that was a little bit less bold, and this is going to accentuate those edges, those frayed, torn edges. Like that, which is super cute. So then let's stamp something on here. Let me grab my stamps. Y'all, by the way, we have a new set of stamp pads as well. That's got, they're the Tim Holtz, but they are the what's it called? The archival inks. And we have those, and it's a set of 4 mini archival inks. And there's black, and there's vintage photo, and I can't remember which ones, but several different good options for you. Okay, let's see here. What should we say on here, on this little tag? Like fresh eggs, maybe? Let's try fresh eggs. That sounds good, right? If I can find all of my stamps. I've done a very bad job at taking care of my stamps. F R Okay, E. I don't see the E. It's probably fallen in here. Yeah, here's some right here. There it is. Okay, F-R-E. S-H. Okay, so here's fresh. So we'll go on and stamp that onto our pad. Onto our tag, I mean. You'll see. now we'll do eggs. So we need a G, and then we'll have to add another G. Didn't stamp those very well. Okay, and another S. Go. Okay. All right, so there's our fresh eggs. That looks cute. Okay. So now I just want to add this in here, and I probably add like a little bow to this as well. Hi, Millie. So let's see here. Let me see about a bow. A cloth bow would be cute, or like a cotton ribbon like this. Just something simple like that. Okay. Let's trim. There we go. I'm going to glue this right to the top of our little tag that we made. I'm trying to decide how I want to display this in here. I think I'm going to just kind of glue it right to one of these eggs. So I'm just going to put a little glue right on the back and then just sort of glue it right there. Look how precious that turned out. Isn't that adorable? So we used the decal trimmer. Okay, these are available on the website now. We used it to cut out our little tag. And we also used the little edge distressor to distress the edge even further. And there is definitely, I can tell, a big difference between just this or just the decal trimmer. I like the combination of them together. So this is really great. And we also, by the way, I didn't mention the stamps and the stamp pads and the stamp blocks we also have available on our website, so you can grab those there as well. We used the new speckle brush to do our speckles on our eggs, and our new fluffier brushes to remove the excess from the gold leaf on our eggs, okay? And the color we used was Spa Blue, which worked beautifully for these eggs. And I just stuck them into a little basket from Dollar Tree with some Spanish moss. And look how precious that turned out. It's absolutely adorable. Such a fun, cute little piece. The paper mache eggs also are from our website. So go to thecelebrationcompany.com. You can find all this stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I pray that you are all safe during this storm. I pray that none of you lose any power. And that you stay nice and warm and cozy in your home. And I pray that you're all safe out there, and that the storm is kind to you, okay? I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have a great and safe weekend. Enjoy the snow, enjoy the opportunity to just be at home and watch the snow come down. And I'll see you all back here on